strong body makes the mind strong. As to the species of exercises, I advise the gun. While this gives moderate exercise to the body, it gives boldness, enterprise, and independence to the mind. Games played with the ball and others of that nature are too violent for the body and stamp no character on the mind. Let your gun therefore be your constant companion of your walks. This quote was taken from a letter written by Thomas Jefferson to Peter Carr in 1785. Another quote taken from the writings of Thomas Jefferson is that resistance to the tyranny is obedience to God. The Founding Fathers knew well the importance of possessing firearms. Patrick Henry once said, "Guard with jealous attention the public liberty. Suspect everyone who approaches that jewel. Unfortunately, nothing will preserve it but downright force. Whenever you give up that force, you are inevitably ruined." He also stated, "Are we at last brought to such humiliating and debasing degradation that we cannot be trusted with arms for our defense?" Having heard these quotes from the Founding Fathers, we must draw the conclusion that the men that formed this once great nation held dearly their right to bear arms, not just for hunting, but to hold back the force of government and to keep at bay the tyrants that had once and are again oppressing this land. The Second Amendment was put in the Bill of Rights so that when the First Amendment fails, you now have the gun, a last-ditch effort to secure the liberties that these men laid down their lives and their fortunes to secure. Another quote from Patrick Henry was, "I know not what course others may take, but as for me, give me liberty or give me death." When tyranny knocks on your door, what are you going to do? Hi, I'm Private Bullet, and today we are going to demonstrate the basic fundamentals, breakdown, reassembly, and the cleaning of an AR-15, the last defense in the heat of tyranny. The first step we want to do is make sure the weapon is not loaded. We'll pull the charging handle back, look inside, and notice that there's no shell. We will then release the bolt carrier. We will remove the magazine, and we'll break open the weapon. There's a pin on the side. You'll pull that out. You'll then take the charging handle, pull it back, and the bolt carrier will come out in your hand. You can then remove the charging handle. Your bolt carrier consists of a firing pin, a bolt, and an extractor right here. You will then want to remove the pin from the side of the bolt carrier. After removing the pin, you can then tilt the bolt carrier to the back and your firing pin will come out. And what you want to look for on this is any buildup of powder, residue, any bends or serious marks. If it's bent up and you can't clean it off and it's all bent, you're going to want to replace this, because this is one of the most important parts of this rifle. This is actually what actually makes the bullet fire when you squeeze the trigger. And on the front here, you'll notice is the extractor. And this is also a very important part of the rifle, because this is actually what pulls the spent round out of the weapon after you fire it. And you're going to actually want to look in on the inside of this for a heavy buildup of burnt powder, because if you fire your rifle like I do, you're going to be burning a lot of powder. You're going to want to remove that so you'll get a positive extraction every time. The next thing we're going to want to take a look at, after examining and noticing that it's clean, you can then move on furthermore to the barrel. And by cleaning the barrel, the easiest way is to snap this back together. You will then take your cleaning rod and some more of your solvent. And then you're going to want to take the rod and insert it down the end of the barrel, pushing rearwards and then pulling forwards. And you're going to want to do this 4 or 5 times. And that'll help break loose any residue that you have in the barrel. You can then take a dry patch. And this is going to pick up any trace of gunpowder that might still be left in the barrel. And then by pushing the cleaning rod up and down in through the barrel, It will remove any heavy deposits that you might have. The first step we're going to want to do is we're going to want to put this pin back in the side of it. By sliding it into the bolt itself, you then take this pin. After putting the pin in, you will then take your firing pin and flipping your bolt over, you will then slide it through the back. After sliding it through the back, you will then take your little cotter key and you can then shove that into the bolt carrier as well. You can then pull this forward and backwards and notice that it moves freely. And that's exactly what you want to see. You can then take your charging handle, sliding it into the top. You're going to want to do that about halfway. You'll then take your bolt carrier, slide it in till it snaps firmly into place. You then can shut the upper receiver into the lower, pushing the pin in. Your rifle is then ready to go. There's a few different clips that they make for this rifle. I personally, myself, love the 30-round banana clip. It looks better and you get more bang for your buck. So remember this, folks, that when you have no other alternative and the First Amendment has failed, this right here is so that you have something to put into the backs of the tyrants that are oppressing our freedoms and say, don't make me use this. That being said, I'm Private Bullet, and until we meet again, keep your powder dry.